We're in this one?
Definitely. Who's the head? He's not here yet. Okay. It'll be.
So I'm waiting. I'm gonna walk in with the VC if that's all right with you guys.
It's fine with me. Sure, fine.
I feel like I'm at the beginning of a race or something. You got that stopwatch?
Start when you start.
I was just seeing if you had to tape it or if it really went all the way around. I was really fast.
Silent. It hurts.
Is it really? Is it really? Joe,
It's tight.
Are you okay there? Do you want a corner?
Here's fine. Corner would be good. It'll depend on where they
I
end
can
up
just
standing.
move over and then
Okay.
you can just tell me wherever you want me to go.
We can do it.
Will you be chair next year?
Yes, I will be. One of the three.
Never gone?
Yeah, I think I've met all three.
Mr. Foskey, David
It
Ross.
is. I'm
I had
excited.
a poster up from Platinum Software in my office a couple of years ago, so I'm familiar with you and tracked a bit of your career. Very happy to meet you. I'm here to talk to you about Speak Clearly, which is automated accent neutralization assessment and training software specifically targeted at the offshore call center market. We are a multinational from day one. We've got people, myself, background is I'm an offshore outsourcing call center and consultant, been doing that for 4 years. Other members of my team, 25 years experience call center.
Tell me what the software or the technology does.
Sure. It helps train, assess individuals that are looking to, I believe I have to go this way. It helps assess whether an employee, potential employee.
How does it do this? Does it record the voice?
Yes. So if you look at a call center worker, what they'll do is they'll speak into a headset and look at a screen.
Sure.
Our program simulates the ear of a licensed speech therapist from the methodology of Northwestern University's Language Lab, which is the #1 in the country.
Yep.
And so we'll compare it against a neutral baseline as defined by Northwestern University and compare first an assessment to see if the person speaks within a realm.
You just basically keep asking them to do it over until they learn, or is
No, well, that's the assessment, and then it pops out. The system compares it against a baseline, and then.
And so you sell this to call centers?
Yes, we've
How
already.
much do you sell it for?
Great.
Do you have customers?
Yes, we've done a market analysis. 43% of people we talk to, which comprises 80% of the market, is very interested. We need 5% to reach 15 million in revenue, 5 million EBITDA after.
So it's
5
software
years.
as a service or software installed?
Pay per use to prevent IP
But
protection.
do you do this on a service basis or a license basis?
License pay per minute, and it's 60% cheaper. Allows the
Who's
call
the
center
team?
companies. Well, let me tell you one thing. It saves 1.3 billion in opportunity costs by putting people together faster through more effective training and assessment. And thank you.
I'm going to teach you some stuff. And you may go out and decide to start somewhere and say, right here, in class, they don't even waste 4 years. You know, if you're on serial entrepreneur. And he's right about it.
He knows the guy who's going to teach himself anything.
Well, and they'll take
Seriously. Exactly.
I'm Mark.
Hi, Mike Walter.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yep.
All set?
For the competition or for school?
The
answer for both is yes.
Yeah.
I'm graduating in 2 weeks. That's why. Or hopefully.
Yeah. What do we have like?
I can give you a countdown to the exact minute.
So you headed back to Princeton?
Yeah.
How many of these have you done?
Of pitches?
Yep.
Well, I did a big presentation at like this Dow Jones conference last November, but that wasn't a pitch. It was like, well, it was a pitch, but it was a presentation, you know. And then I did an actual elevator pitch in the following, like a month after that, and we actually did well. We were nominated best elevator pitch by one of the judges. So,
fantastic!
Yeah, so hopefully there was no like #1. They just 4 judges chose who they thought was best. So I'm rolling off that, and then now it's here. So. So hopefully my good luck continues, you know.
Yeah, hopefully it gets you to the finals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I really want to get to the
fine.
finals so I can do my big presentation.
Yeah.
It's nice and big and colorful and stuff. It's fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bright colors,
Yeah.
I think
Are you going to move back to Chicago? Is that the plan? Or?
Well, I do international business. My Speak Clearly is kind of an offshore, onshore kind of a thing. So having a sublet apartment in New York City and living out of a suitcase is pretty much where
So you're going to do it full time? Speak clearly.
I don't. We were talking about this. What's full time? There's no such thing as full time. But
Are you going to have another job?
I own a consulting company already, and I do NYU as a part-time thing.
Oh, okay.
So I'll see Speak Clearly as one of my primary clients. So to answer the question, is this real? Absolutely. It's not just a thing. I've already, I'm meeting with CEOs of customers already.
Okay.
Folks don't mind, we'll go ahead and get started here. We'd like to thank everyone for coming to the 2006 elevator competition. Before we get started as the co-chairs, I want to first introduce Peggy Joynes, who's with Wachovia here in Winston-Salem, which is one of our main sponsors for the event. Peggy?
Thanks. Yeah, actually, I think maybe I won't need that. You guys can probably hear me. I first want to say welcome to all of you. Wachovia is so pleased to be able to serve as your host for the 7th annual Wake Forest University Babcock MBA School Elevator Competition. This is a one-of-a-kind event. You all are very fortunate to be able to have this opportunity because it's going to force you to do something you would probably otherwise not know how to do. So welcome from Wachovia, and I wish you the best of luck as you move forward to tomorrow. Just a little bit about Wachovia, since I want to take about 30 seconds to tell you our story. Wachovia is an organization of dedicated and talented individuals whose sole responsibility is to provide unparalleled service to our clients. And in doing so, with a frame of excellence and achievement.
So we'd like to give you a couple things. First of all, gift bags, which we'd like to pass over to you, which you wouldn't mind this first thing out. And then we'd also like to present, thank you, Chris, we'd like to present a captain's clock, which acknowledges your role as a sponsor for the 2006 elevator competition. And please accept this as a token of our appreciation.
Absolutely.
Back there. These are the people.
Everyone wants to the same people over and over again.
Jeff, check this out. Jeff, you got to take a close up of that.
Here we go here.
Media whore. We love it. I am a media whore.
Last night, that was great.
Give me one.
Got it?
Stuck in an elevator. Not if you're liquid tap.
Does that work?
Nice.
I haven't heard of it. No, I.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, very good.
Ciao. I ain't seen you before. I cannot identify where.
No, well, I'm afraid I'm not too sure where I have been.
Your facial features very familiar.
Well, there's some poor guy running around out there only features then.
Yeah, or at least they're very like kind of warming kind of approachable. That's the key word. Approachable. Yes,
okay.
approachable. So that's all.
Well, all right. Now you're working on space options.
Yes.
Now, tell me a little bit about your space options.
Space options. Well, that's fine. I'll
We
give
like
you.
to go with the good English talk about it.
Yes, with the good English. I'm the guy who's doing the good English. The space options is a new venture, and just like everybody else over here, but it's going to specialize on creating new financial market for new derivative products that will change and enable tenants and owners to more effectively trade, hedge, and list their space.
Okay.
Real office or retail.
Okay.
It's really about managing space, valuing differently, and changing the way corporations plan for space and the way owners market and sell their space.
Okay. Do you take in the individual aspects of this? Now, the reason I'm saying this, the women have a lot to do with saying their space anymore here in the United States.
Not in the office.
Not in the office.
Not in offices. Many times been selected on qualities and financial targets.
Square footage.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing. It's about economics. Yeah. Especially for most of the space that is not in executive offices, because executive offices and corporations are minuscule. The rest of it
change every time the moon changes.
Yes, but those that are like high class offices in terms of the style and the appearance and art and stuff like that. But then there is the rest of the employees that have to work somewhere, and it's about economics. It's about economics. It's about availability, and it's about flexibility. Can you get in? Can you get out? How much and how fast?
All right.
So that's what we're doing.
All right. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
No wine this time, so.
Yeah.
I have a whole chain of, I don't know all the call letters, but there's a whole chain of like NPRs that I've found on the radio over the last couple of years that I always keep on searching. I try to find it and stuff while I'm driving. It's nice company, you know.
I used to live on Bouquet Street in Oakland, right down the street from Pitt.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah. I live in Shady Side. So,
Okay.
so you're originally from Pittsburgh?
No, that was just a stop on the way.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so I think I'm going to keep you guys company for your ride.
All right, that sounds good.
Well, I don't know if there's going to be enough room for everybody. You're supposed to go with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Come on up.
Luckily, I'm a one person on the far elevator.
Okay. Just the kid excited?
Oh, actually, Karen. I'm sorry. Maybe next.
This one?
I think this one, I'm not sure.
Third one. This is third one. Jay's one, right? You're up on the kids, right?
I'm right here.
Just to let you know with the timing, I'm going to start when you speak, and then I'm just going to, at 2 minutes, say stop.
Sure. Sounds good. So, we can start at any point.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hey.
I'm Mike Walteri. I'm the founder of Kidix Computing. We're a children's software company based in Pittsburgh. So children's software is a $1.6 billion industry.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even include the multi-billion-dollar video game industry.
Mm-hmm.
Our company has created a Linux-based operating system for children named Kidix. So we feel the problem with current PC software is that, first and foremost, it's designed for adults. Inexperienced users can delete files, change settings, get in trouble on the internet in just a few clicks of the mouse. So there are products out there designed for children, like Leapfrog handhelds, but they really don't offer a full computing solution.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm trying to think. I've got a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, 2-year-old. I see them doing little characters and stuff on the computer. Is there really a problem?
Well, the parents we've talked to feel there is. We surveyed about 90 families, and they all feel that their current computer situation isn't appropriate for their child. They're aware of the products out there, but they find them too difficult to use. And we've told them about the benefits of our system, and overwhelmingly they've been happy about it.
And that's simply by basing it off of Linux versus Windows. You've got a PC experience for a 5-year-old that's somehow easier to manage? Or
sure. Well, it isn't Linux for kids. Yeah. We're creating an operating system for children. Right. We're just leveraging Linux and open source as a tool for that. So the environment is totally different.
It's the application layer that matters, right?
Sure, of course, yeah. And we're designing that all from scratch. We got all applications designed for children, control and monitoring tools for parents in a separate environment for them to administer the machine.
Are you selling anything right now?
We're currently in development of our product. We're hoping to have some consumer testing in 4 months. And we'll have beta in 6 months, and we hope to get it out to the market in 12 months.
What's the first product?
Our whole operating system, the Kidix operating system.
Yeah, you'll get application developers to participate?
We already do. Yeah, we got 7 people.
Okay, great. Good job, guys. Thank you. You're not on the team. You're time.
Good job.
Good
Sure.
job.
I don't know if I can give you this now, but this is my card. So.
What school are you from?
University of Pittsburgh,
Got it.
Graduate School
Okay.
of Business.
Super. Thanks. Good luck today.
Thanks for letting me do that.
Sure, no problem.
First thing won several times. We got what the classic comment was, we wouldn't want to do this because then people would think we'd be interested in having startup entrepreneurial companies as clients.
And they would start calling.
And they'd start calling.
And that would be a nuisance.
Who were you talking to?
Yes.
We were talking to there's what, 5 business groups, Mullet and Advertising. They went through all 5 business groups.
CAB as well.
Consensus. And so they all said, yes, we will. It'll come out. We'll take it out of our budget. And then the marketing, the corporate marketing, was the one that couldn't quite either. So, but it was one. Good luck, fellas. Who you writing? Thank you, writing
Okay, so I'll give you a signal when to time it as well.
There's no reason to go to the bullpen text right now. You're going in. Oh, we're not even messing around. No. We're selling it to
Can you hold this?
It's got $1 million.
Yeah, more.
Small bills.
Yeah. So
it's all in pennies.
Not.
You're only from National.
Yeah, I guess. That's right. We can negotiate after that.
I've already done
Who's our judge?
Gonna do it right. You'll find out in a minute. Go ahead and jump on.
Space on this.
I'll say time.
Yeah. You're in.
There's plenty of room.
Okay.
U.S. office market is a 3 billion square feet office space and about $80 billion of annual rent, of which 20% is currently vacant. That is about 700 million square feet of unused space. Space Options is a new venture that will create new market for financial derivatives to provide owners and tenants a better way to trade, hedge, and list the real estate space. Space Option product mix will allow owners to sell options to tenants to
There's like an option to acquire more space
to sell
over a
options
certain period of time.
to tenants, and the Space Options will help owners to create short-term securitization products for their leasing revenue, while they retain full ownership and upside of real estate assets. For tenants, Space Options will allow them to claim the future right to use space without long-term financial commitment and without any inflexibility. Space Options.
But space isn't really fungible, right? I mean, it's not really a cash market like commodity like soybeans or fuel oil, right? I mean, I care where my space is, whether it's in this city or that city.
The use of space for employment purposes has its commodity. Executives do care about the space, but then they also care about the budget, how space is done. And so there's possibly a way to create options on space. We're going to create a platform that will allow us to trade and list space. It will allow us to do tenant-to-tenant swaps, retail to office swaps, and geographic swaps, such as Hong Kong to New York rental revenue.
Time. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you very much.
Something. You start asking questions.
Huh?
You start asking questions.
Was not aware that there is a Q&A between this, but
is that normal? They
all fire off questions.
All right.
That's good. At least they pay attention.
Now, suppose he just collapses right in front of you. We have a product that can talk to you with audio, video, and instant feedback. And it will help us to save his life. With our product, anyone can be an expert. In fact, sudden
So the audio video is probably built into the defibrillator?
Representing a market opportunity of $13 billion. Here's the kicker. It's eligible or potential for millions of dollars in non-dilutive funding from the Department of Defense.
Well, good morning.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Dave Gilroy.
Laura Showitz, and this is Anuj.
Nice to
You
meet
know, it's interesting. I came across an article the other day. It said that every minute someone dies in a car crash. You know, I think many of these deaths would be eliminated if more collision avoidance radar sensors for automobiles were implemented. And that's exactly where Savium Technologies comes into play. Hi, I'm Laura, and this is Anuj. We're both with Savium Technologies, which is a spin-off from research at the University of Michigan.
Right.
Recently,
security is such a large issue that
Oh yeah, we all know that. What do you guys do?
Actually, we have the patent pending disruptive platform technology that will solve all internet security and authentication related issues. Yes.
How do you do that?
We developed this secure web server key and a narrow gate software. In 5 years, we envision all PCs coming with ISE security authentication.
So this is something like a vendor has to put into their PC?
Yes, it's a USB key and you put it into your PC. But our narrow gate software, which we tested in our beta testing, can
So who are you going to convince?
So tell me about marketing, because this is a kind of idea that could just get lost in the noise of a million different good web ideas.
Okay. How we're going to market it is we've already got beta testers that are going with it. We're going to go.
Can you do the door and the buttons and stuff?
We're going to work with them, beta testers, to tell people. We're going to market in the fantasy sports magazines. There are 22 of them for each fantasy sports site on the websites. This dashboard will be on all CBS Sports on all these other sites to grow with it. Currently, it talks with USA Today.
So do you have competition now?
Not with the particular thing that we do. We're the first mover in this area.
And what are the demographics? How many people?
Easy stuff.
Yeah. But which takes some time.
So they really stopped you? That's interesting.
It was so
I don't know why
great.
they say they're going to do it and they say they don't do it.
No, just before we entered, they told us, yeah, be prepared for it. So they like let you know
nice
like a
of them
minute before.
to let us know before.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe, check it out, man.
You guys, soon you're going to be taking down your pants and your boxers. You keep taking things off to show them. Like, I swear you're going to be like, I got a tattoo also.
Oh, you want to see the tattoo?
Wait, but we've changed the name of the logo. Wouldn't that be funny? You got a tattoo. Okay, so
If you were really a dedicated employee, you'd get a tattoo. Let's see yours.
I'm sorry, you know what? I can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery if I have a tattoo, so unfortunately I can't get one. But otherwise I would have gotten
Is that
one.
true?
Yeah. You can't do anything
You
to your
can get
body.
one of the removable ones.
Although I think piercing your ear is also not good.
Yes, so the things we didn't cover were.
But I don't think it's not the same.
Just one.
It's not like this guy's gonna remember everything you just said and then gonna go up and say, well, what else didn't they cover?
So, any winners yet?
A couple that I thought were pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So far everything I've seen kind of sucks.
I guess I gotta, it must be downhill from here then, because I gotta see in some of your teams later.
All right. Trying to see if I really would ask the next question of anybody here. So tell me more. Yeah. Microneedles.
ULC Law School, doing a big lecture, and the professor stopped the lecture and came over and said, "You woke me up." So it was scary. I was my first.
Just yep.
Hi.
I
John?
just want to let you know. Start as soon as you talk, and I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, you're the
2
timer.
minutes.
Okay. Hi, are you the VC? Hi. Hi there. Okay, so
you're going to be talking to me.
Hi. Fantastic. Mr. Egger, I've actually heard about you. You're.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, David Ross. People here hold you in very high regard, and I wanted to
They
tell
must
you.
not know me very well.
I wanted to tell you about this business idea that I have.
Sure.
My background is I'm an outsourcing and offshoring consultant. I've had 4 years' experience in this market, and I also teach English to immigrants as a volunteer. My dating history is I also date speech therapists. I'm here to talk to you specifically about the one crucial problem holding back the explosive growth of offshore call center market. There are currently 4 million call center people in the world, and 95% of those are not located offshore. Why? Well, the Gardner Group, as well as the McKinsey Global Institute, say that it's the level of spoken English. Speak Clearly solves that problem through automated accent neutralization and training software. So, have you ever called up a tech support and not had a understanding of what people are saying, or had a difficult time understanding what people are communicating?
Sure, I'm sure everyone's had that experience.
Absolutely.
So your software can actually make someone's voice easier to understand?
Absolutely.
It reduces it to some sort of standard business English, kind of accentless?
Yes, as defined by Northwestern University's methodology, which we have on board our team.
Interesting. And where was the software developed?
The software is developed. It's currently in development.
Oh, it's
as
in
well.
development.
Well, it's.
Does it work?
Yes, it does. And as we've.
I mean, it's a great idea, but it's not that easy to do.
Absolutely, we have it validated by offshore call center instructors. One of our members of our team.
And what's your business model? Sorry,
business
time
model
is short, so
is going to, absolutely. It's we're expecting about 15 million from revenue of pay per use of the training. We. The offshore call centers are wasting 1.3 billion.
So are you looking for capital?
Yes, we're looking for 1 million. That'll take us to cash positive.
So you'll sell direct to the call center, the third-party outsourcing groups?
Yes.
Good.
And we already have existing relationships with them. 80% of, or we have 43% of our people are, 43% of the companies that we've talked to are very interested, as well as 60% are interested.
Good. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well. So what's the next? Now I go follow you?
Yep. You're done.
Everybody's really nervous. Is it because I am scowling at them?
I don't know.
They just seem a lot more nervous this year.
Yeah, they're a lot more shaky. More than last year, I don't
Much more.
remember.
Do you think maybe our country is just on edge? People are just freaking out more? I think that might be it. I do, seriously. Because I notice like certain years everyone's very relaxed and upbeat, and other years it's sort of different. It's
Everyone's kind of like sad. I think that, especially because it's like a really rainy day too. I don't know, the energy seems.
The energy seems.
I think it'll get better once we all have lunch and food.
You're going to present better if you're not so terrified. So I think some of the presentations people have been a little bit too nervous.
Well, do you think that they change for different judges?
I don't know. That's what I was just wondering. I wonder maybe I am giving off some vibe this year that makes people more scared of me. But I don't think so. I'm pretty nice.
I like when you try to make jokes and then
they're scared.
They're so scared that they can barely laugh now.
I like all of them, you know. I'm really basically a softie. It's hard to choose.
Why are the cards different sizes?
Stand over there.
Hi, Dan.
Yes, hi.
Hi, Mike Walteri. I'm the
Nice
founder
to
of
meet you.
Kidix Computing. We're a children's software company based in Pittsburgh. So children's software is a $1.6 billion industry. That's not to mention the multi-billion-dollar video game industry. Our company's created a Linux-based operating system for children named Kidix. The problem we're addressing is that most software for PCs are designed for adults, and inexperienced users can delete files, change settings, get in problems on the internet in just a few clicks of the mouse. There's products out there like Leapfrog handhelds that are designed for children, but they really don't offer a computing environment, so children are drawn back to the PC. So our product sits in between these two products, or these two markets, where it's designed for children and it's a powerful computing solution.
Do games need to be rewritten to run on your system?
Well, we do provide games ourselves, but there are programs out there that allow you to run Windows software inside a Linux environment, and we hope to leverage some of that to provide access to children's software that's already on
Is
the
it really an
market.
operating system, or is it more like a set of controls or a GUI on top of Linux?
Well, it's the whole package. We had to tweak Linux itself in certain ways, thinking about what's appropriate for children, and then we provide
So it's a
GUI
Linux
on top.
distribution aimed at children?
Yeah, that's a great way to sum it up. Except we like to see ourselves more as an operating system. We're leveraging Linux instead of doing all the nerdy Linux things that are usually done with Linux.
So what's your distribution channel?
We surveyed 90 parents, and we found that overwhelmingly they want shrink wrap software in a box in a store. So we hope to sell our software into stores like Best Buy and get into those distribution channels. And I was talking with parents, overwhelmingly they said they would buy our software. And we talked with them in person, and they said that things like, it sounds too good to be true. They can't wait for it to be in
So
stores.
does this have a web browser functionality
Sure.
but some kind of controls on internet access? Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Sure, thank you. There's a card if you take a look. Answer the question, yes.
Yeah, you're allowed to answer questions that I ask within the time. Good. Thank you.
All right, so head downstairs somewhere. That was quite all right. So
better the second time around.
Yeah, actually, I got
It
to
did
plug.
seem bad.
I got to plug the parent surveys, which I didn't really get to do the
That's
first
right,
time.
you wanted to.
I think when you tell somebody that yes, we've talked to 90 parents, and yes, a huge percentage of them said they buy our product, and that's always a good thing. It makes me feel good.
And you talked more this time about your application than just the.
Sure. Well, conversation led a different way.
Yeah, like the first one, you're all operating system, and this
Yeah.
one is more of like your money making.
Yeah, got to be flexible.
Yeah.
Too bad I couldn't do it all at both times, but if I could actually do the whole 2-minute speech, and then they get everything. But I think I'm pleased. I don't think I could have done better. So.
All right.
So thanks
Good
a
job.
lot. Thanks for riding along. So I love Pittsburgh too. I love
So
Jersey.
what's next? What's next?
This.
Okay, and you're going to be based where?
In Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been networking deeply with the local investors there, so trying to get a little money there to get off the ground. We actually have a bunch of people working on it now, but everybody's working for free. So.
That's what Sarah said. She's since last year she's started doing this, and she's going after grant money and different stuff. And, keep ties and keep plugging it.
That's what you got to do. You got to be determined.
Well, the other thing is you're unencumbered right now in life. I mean, you don't have family and all that kind of stuff.
That too. This is the time to do it.
You can spend 20 hours a day and it's just you. So.
Yeah, I recently read I think a Business Week article or something. It was about how entrepreneurs are now getting younger. So I'm actually kind of like the average age of entrepreneur these days. Which is, when you think about it, you feel people would want somebody with 20 years experience in this, but really they're just looking at the people with great ideas. They're ready to execute it.
Right.
We can. I mean, we do children's software, but if I had kids of my own right now, it would be really risky to, go out there and without any money and try to make some money.
Exactly. Believe me, I've had 3 kids. It's like, you don't want to go out too far on a limb because if you fail, it's like I told you, if I didn't have kids, I could do something. If I fail, I could sleep on a park bench. But you got a family, you're like,
I'm used to being a poor grad student. I've been there for 5 years.
One more.
One more.
You do space options?
I did.
Are you ready?
Did you think anything of it?
I have a lot of trouble understanding how you standardize space to trade it, like Class B space in this building versus Class B space across town. That's just not tradable.
Wow. Make sure.
That's the first one of those I've seen.
Make sure your timer is not off.
Make sure yours isn't. This is official time.
Oh, that's actually behind
Hey, if it's like one of those discrepancies they have in the basketball tournament, they might buy another 5 minutes to get the time straight.
Yeah. Mike, you can do the angle. Space options right here.
Evan, Flip, how you doing?
Hey, Flip, it's Michael.
How you
Strauss.
Go for it.
All right. U.S. leasing market is at 3 billion square feet of office space, of which 20% is currently vacant. It's meaning that 700 million of space is unutilized. Space Options is a new venture that will create new market for financial derivatives to provide owners and tenants new ability to trade, lease, and hedge the real estate space. Space Option product mix will allow owners to sell options to tenants and hedge their rental income stream. It will also allow owners to create short-term securitization products while maintaining the ownership and upside from real estate assets. For tenants, Space Options will allow to claim the right to the future use of space without a long-term, inflexible financial commitment.
So instead of contractually committing to take and absorb additional space, you buy an option on the space.
That's exactly right.
And then you can do a put and a call on the space, the whole routine, right?
Yeah, and they can do it through Space Options Online, where they can enter into tenant-to-tenant space
So
swaps.
you need SEC approval for all of this?
No, I don't, because I'm exchanging really a space usage. It's really an accounting and a contract. How do you account for this?
How do you do the put and calls on it?
In a contract, because every contract, and I'll be...
And how much do you make on this, and why do you make money?
First of all, I make money by structuring the option. I can also make money by having a space option online where tenants to tenants.
Yeah, but as soon as you do that, it becomes a security.
Well, online I have a just business to business kind of venture where people have a right to log in. It's kind of membership, and they can do sector swaps between retail and office revenue, between geographic swaps such as Hong Kong rental revenue.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Great questions. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Evan.
Yeah, pleasure. Are you in Charlotte?
I'm in Winston.
Winston. Thank you.
All right.
Sharper.
Yeah.
I think really good. I think one part of it is almost in a way the elevator ride for your pitch. It's almost like trying to get the interview. You know? It's like the resume that looks at real quick and he's asking questions probably. You know, hopefully it's one of those guys. I'd really like to ask him some more and find out. You know?
Yeah.
You heard him say 2 minutes and he goes, God, I want to talk. And you could kind of tell he was like, I'd love to ask a few more questions.
Yes, yes.
So
Well,
I
I'm
think that's
hoping
good.
that he will invite.
Spark curiosity.
He will invite us for the final round.
Definitely.
The curiosity will keep him going.
Certainly.
So that's the key. So, but I think the second pitch was much better because we anticipated that there will be questions. Because when we practiced, it was not an anticipation that there will be interruptions.
What was the first ride like?
The first ride, when the gentleman asks a question, it's Daniel. You kind of, well then it kind of cuts me off from my 2-minute spill. So,
who was your first?
Daniel. Yes.
Yes.
So that was a great lesson, and the fact that you also have to walk alone and discuss that.
That was kind of nice. I think I helped you get a little momentum, honestly, from a personal standpoint.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Right up. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the boardroom. I'm gonna be in the back.
Hey.
Hope to see you there.
I'm hoping too. I'm hoping we will see you there too.
I hope I'll see you all in the boardroom.
Yeah. I think Mike, this was
much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eternal optimist over, I can tell.
I'm sorry?
You're the eternal optimist.
Optimistic.
Yeah, well, you have to regenerate yourself. You know, it's like a system shuts down and then it's starts back up. And always pink.
No, I know.
So
you need to balance. You need the dreamer. You need the nuts and bolts.
Yeah, I'm kind of a weird blue sky or operations execution guy, but I don't come up with the initial ideas usually. I just take the ideas. I'm like the ASF, take them, make it bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I make the new things.
There you go. So that's what you need for real.
Yeah. So it's a great combination. Yeah, Mike has definitely made a difference.
And I have grammar too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was a key. That was a key feature. My spell check does not cover the grammatical.
English. Oh, really?
Yes. Yes. I do have a Russian version of an English, and the beauty of my English, it's always new. I create new English every time I type.
Good for you.
Plus, it sounded to me like you need an SEC-approved financial instrument, not just a set of contracts.
Well, I don't know about that. I didn't get that far. I asked him about why do you think space is fungible? And they said, they said businesses treat space like a commodity, which I don't think that's true at all.
It's not a commodity because it has a specific location.
Right. But in order for their plan to work, it has to be commoditizable.
Yeah, you're right.
So I thought that was pretty unrealistic.
Yes. I have liquid talk left.
We got a Phil here too.
I'll be forced to tackle you and do all kinds of awful things.
Hey! Phil?
Hi, I'm Phil.
Hi, Phil.
I'm Flip. Sherry. How you doing? All of you.
How are you?
Go ahead.
All right.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. Imagine yourself that you're a salesperson and you're stuck in this elevator, or you're on the road in traffic, or in an airport.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well, what would you do with all that downtime?
Watch a advertisement in the middle of the TV.
Okay. Well,
I mean, in the elevator.
Or perhaps you'd be using your iPod and you'd be using a Liquid Talk, and together we can actually.
What's a Liquid Talk?
We could actually access this corporate. Liquid Talk would basically enable you to access all of this, your corporate information when you're on the go. So
Yeah.
information such as corporate training materials, sales updates, anything you need.
Like a BlackBerry.
Similar to that, except that we're basically be transferring your corporate information and training materials into
an iPod.
An iPod or anything.
MP4 formats.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
So that's what you do.
Yeah, basically. So we'd basically
Liquid audio. That was another one like that.
Right. Audio files, transfer, CEO, broadcast, conference calls that you might have missed out on. Anything that you need on demand at your fingertips.
So it's your corporate intranet connection.
Right. We complement the LMS, work with it, and it's up to the client what they want to put on the Liquid Talk library. Learning management system.
Learning management system.
Got it.
So, we're here to help with the corporate training, whatever your needs might be.
How do you make money?
We charge a service to install and manage.
And then we have a file transfer conversion
So it's a
fee.
license to a corporation to do this?
Exactly. There'd be a conversion fee. There'd be a conversion fee. There'd be a setup fee, and then that
Is
comes
it
out
done
of the
yet?
portal.
We're currently developing a prototype. We have a team of 30 engineers working on it in China, and we'd like to give you our business card so you can contact us. If you'd like to get a hold of us, we'd like you to turn that over and realize the potential of corporate knowledge.
Time. Do you have a card?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right. Santana. I like that. All right.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
All those people got in, and I thought that's why they looked at me weird. I didn't realize there'd be like 6 people in the elevator.
Oh yeah.
I thought they said it was just the
There was
timer
no,
guy.
it was a judge, it was a timer, and there was one person in the corner.
So many people in
We had a lot more. We had the cameraman. We had another person. I thought that they were coming in to take a picture, and they all came in the elevator to take a picture. Instead, that's not what they did. So I was confused, and then he walked in, and then I didn't. So it totally threw us off a little bit. So he interrupted us a bunch of times.
We didn't get
No, he kept interrupting us.
Every
He
time.
wasn't asking any questions. It was like stupid questions to.
Just to.
How do you make
Yeah.
money? What are you? We didn't get to drop the angel line. We got the business card out, but
Okay. It's like, don't you have a business card? That was part of the 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, there was it was like all that. It was stupid question, like.
Oh, okay.
And it was stuff like that. That's why it's.
Yeah,
it totally threw me off.
I think that I'm less excited about this batch than last year so far. I still remember a few of the good ones from last year. That's all.
Vino de Sol was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, that was good. And last year the battery system, the power system,
Fuel
cell system,
the
right.
nanotechnology paint chipping thing, and then the Princess American Girl like.
Oh yeah. The mall-based sort of princess experience thing.
That kind of stood out as being different enough to warrant attention.
Yeah, that was novel and worth talking about more. And the guys with the fuel cell thing won. I haven't heard much. I haven't heard anything about what's happened to them since.
They took the money and ran. Yeah, I mean, really, literally. I don't think they weren't. I think in retrospect, afterwards, they were one of the classics that put a plan together simply to win and then didn't give a darn at all about it being a business. And that was not transparent in there.
That was one of the things I really liked about the Princess Woman, is that even though it was a little wacky and possibly a disaster in the making, she was really a genuine entrepreneur and determined to make it for real. And, I heard from her, I guess she sent me an email about 6 months ago that she had found a manager, she found someone to help her run it. So she's still out there doing it.
Yeah. I also, Perennial also ran was the fish fixer. Remember there was a lady, I think her name was Sarah or something. I remember her because she was really cute. But the business was to fix fish in these big farm, salmon farms and everything else. They would be able to repair the fish that got sick or had blemishes. She changed her business plan and is now focused on koi, which is an interesting subset market for her test.
It was like
repair.
a additive to the water, just to
that
help
out of-
with.
was that out of
Because apparently when
Georgia?
you move
Georgia
ornamental
Tech?
fish around, it can be extremely damaging to the fish. There's a horrible yield there.
Yeah.
And this really improves it.
It reduces their stress.
She's still been around.
Is that the thing that reduces the stress on the fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be great or not. I have no way to evaluate that.
I thought it was a good business.
Yeah.
So she's still at it. It's in Georgia somewhere, right?
Yeah, I think she was here though. She was Sarah something.
She might have been a Wake student, yeah.
Was that called Aqua something?
Could have been, yeah.
Because the guy
should have brought my notes from past
Stan will
years.
know. Stan was close to her.
I think the guy who her professor is here again this year because somebody mentioned something about Aqua to me. I gotta go do my last one. You guys are about ready? 11:15, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, audio fusion. Okay. The 5 finalists are Easter Reet, FS Dashboard, AB Ovo, Audio Fusion, and Fair Market.
Oh, that's great for them. Good. They obviously delivered a better pitch. Or it was not necessarily a better pitch, but it was in line with what the other guys wanted.
That's the key. Oh yeah, I'm sure. No, it was fun though. I thought. Yeah, I still don't take it back. I had a good time. And it would be nice to have a bit of feedback. I was really looking forward to it.
I also also teach English to immigrants as a volunteer in New York. And I used to date a bunch of speech therapists, right? So the idea just kind of came together. Read a few articles. There's just an incredible need. When I was presenting most recently in India this past January at the Indian Institute of Management over there, I went and visited a whole bunch of places and talked with potential customers, and we have a product or a piece of a prototype, and it's really incredible interest. And so
I can definitely see that.
yeah. So it's interesting,
So
kind
the-
of
yeah.
doing the program and doing the competition. We won the second place in the elevator portion of the NYU competition. And the NYU final one is end of this month.
Have fun.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Should be an interesting 20-minute thing. So
Are you going to be going to New Club then?
I don't know any someone
That's
told
the
me about
biggest,
this one,
yeah.
and I think you dropped it.
You all right?
Yeah.
You doing all right?
Oh, yeah. So we're
So you guys know that the main judges aren't going to be in here.
Okay.
They're upstairs right now.
Yeah, okay.
Deliberating.
Sure.
The next ones. So these people sat in on the deliberations before, for the most part. They'll tell you their feedback and they'll give you their own ideas also.
Okay.
You're first.
I'll lead off this time. Anytime that I've had dealings with venture capitalists, I'm going to tell you how I would react to this if I was a venture capitalist looking at your plan. It's always about the people.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't know anything about you
Mm-hmm.
or your team and why we should be investing in your group.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've heard the jockey and horse analogy, right?
Yeah.
You invest in the jockey, not just the horse.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you need to make sure that's brought out.
Yeah.
clearly.
So that's point number one. I'm not sure I quite understand the business model. How does this electronic swap meet work? And is it all done online? Is it automated? Is there human intervention? Do you have intellectual property protection? You didn't tell me any of those kinds of things in your pitch. You didn't really tell me how you're going to make money, so I don't really understand the risk-reward trade-offs that you're asking me to make. Nor did you really let me know how much money you're going to need to launch this, and what's our exit going to be. I heard you talk about the opportunity, and also understand why the timing might be right for this. There's a lot of vacant space out there, so so that was all good, but you didn't really set the hook very well as to why should I invest money in this, and how much you're going to need.
Should I provide this in the first 2 minutes?
I think so.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've talked a lot with the other two groups we've talked to about the hook. You've got to get them interested in, okay, if I write you a check today, how in the heck am I going to make my money back? And you've got to be able to get what it is you do, who it is you are, and how it is we're going to get the return in 2 minutes, and that's very difficult. Trust me, we know, but that's part of what you've got to be able to do.
Okay.
Good.
Where are you from?
Yeah, where are you from?
Well, I would tell you I'm from Texas, would you believe me?
Well, no, because I'm from Texas, but that's okay.
Yeah. Originally from Russia, but lived in Texas for 13 years.
Okay.
I got here because of an accident. Accounting accident. I used to work for Enron.
Oh, okay.
They had an accident, I got into
You got
Bank of America. So,
Very good.
There you go.
Good luck with
man,
dealing
pleasure.
with-
Kim?
Good to see you.
Yes, thank you. It was definitely an experience.
There it was. All the way around.
Yes.
Hopefully better than being in Enron.
Well, you don't know what I did in Enron. It was the best career that I ever had.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
The best and the worst. Thanks.
Bill Murray was the voice of Gardas like says, can't be all that bad.
It was. After
Yeah, it
about
was,
10
yeah.
minutes, it was like, this is really bad.
Slow.
Well, some people do this right now for the whole damn 2 hours. At least you're here.
Yes. That's true.
Unfortunately,
I lost my tie. Somebody told me I could lose my tie.
I thought
I'm the
about
only
it.
one.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do actually the same thing right after.
I loosened it, and then I was walking. I was like, it looks stupid loose. I'm just gonna lose it.
Could somebody get us some water, you think? Like bottles of water?
Right here. There's some right here.
Over here.
There you go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Masters have been delayed, so we couldn't watch that. And
Masters? Well,
yeah,
no.
and the golf tournament in Augusta.
I thought you are the master. I mean, what's the problem of watching the SM Masters?
Yeah. You guys went outside lately?
Yeah, I did.
Holy
Looks like it's
butter.
gonna rain again.
Just
So I'm glad I got my umbrella in my bag.
Yeah.
It's organic.
So which school are you from again?
Wake Forest.
Oh, you wait. Okay.
Yeah.
And where were you from?
I'm sorry, I was looking over there when you said that. I'm from University of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Graduate School of Business.
Okay.
Yeah, and you are our neighbors, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Georgia Tech. Yeah.
Ah,
Cool. Well, hey, we'll see y'all later.
All right, yeah.
have fun.
Thank you. We will.
I realized.
The hard talk's over.
Yeah.
Now's the fun part.
I want to see a smile when you come out.
Yep, right here.
Also.
Hang on, just kidding. I just realized I didn't have my name badge on anymore. So I'm putting it back on. All right.
Well, I'll see you at the dinner.
All right, you got it.
See you.